UFC 269, guys. Sean O'Malley is back and he's against Raulian Paiva. Now, Raulian Paiva had a very nice UFC fight last time out against Kyler Phillips, if you remember it. Kyler Phillips was absolutely lighting him up. And I disagreed with the decision, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think he won the fight. He looks very basic to me. He's got a very padded record as well. I'm going to hit you with some names actually on his record. He's got a lot of wins. Let's state that. I think he's 21-3 now going into this. His last win was against Kyler Phillips, a decision, which I disagreed with anyway, but my opinion matters not with the judging right now. Zhalgas Zhumagulov at UFC 251, UFC on ESPN, Mark De La Rosa, Rogerio Bontorin, he lost to. Kai Kara France, he lost to in split decision. So you've got those sort of things where it's losses by split decision against Kai Kara, who is very good, fighting Cody Garbrandt next. And it's a weird one because he doesn't look anything special, but Kyler Phillips might have made him look like that because Kyler Phillips is very flashy. He's almost he's got his own Sean O'Malley-esque type fighting style about him, you know, where he'll do the spinning stuff, he'll do the cartwheel kicks, he's super elusive, super fast, great distance management, all the good stuff. And Paiva's he's got the basics down, and that's what he's good at, and it's managed to get him so far. Will it get him so far against Sean O'Malley? Not a chance. Now, Sean O'Malley, I called him Salty O'Malley after obviously the loss to Marlon Vera, where I backed Vera heavily. I bet a lot of money on Vera for that fight, and it came up because I think Marlon Vera is a far superior fighter to Sean O'Malley. Saying that, I do not think Sean O'Malley is a bad fighter. I think he's an extremely elite level striker. I think he's a very good grappler, as shown in when he did the jiu-jitsu tournaments. I think it was the quintet stuff. He was very good in them. You can see he can grapple. I think his coach, the weed guy, Tim Welch. I'm going to go with Welch. Should really look this up, but that guy, I don't like him. I don't like the pair of them. I want that on record. But I believe he is a jiu-jitsu guy as well. So, you know they can grapple, but it's the striking that Sean loves. Hence the basketball style thing against Chris Moutinho. You know, he was just a punching bag for 3 rounds, Chris Moutinho, and it was a great stoppage in that. He could have been stopped a lot earlier, in my opinion, because he was offering nothing back to Sean in that fight. And before that was the most impressive win on his record to me, which was Thomas Almeida. Thomas Almeida, once upon a time, before he fought Cody Garbrandt, was the fucking man. He was meant to be the guy that was going to, you know, he was the guy. He was the up-and-comer. He had all the hype, you know, straight out of Brazil, and it was starching people left, right, and centre. I think it was like 18-0 or 18-1 coming into that Cody fight, and Cody starched him. Absolutely put his lights out. And since then, Thomas Almeida has been a shadow of his former self. His soul left his body that day, and it never came back. And he looked good against Sean for parts of that fight, but Sean was just amazing. I may not like Sean as a person, and I don't have to, and he wouldn't give a damn about anyone that does or doesn't like him. That's, you know. But man, I like watching him fight, and that's what I think he would care about, and I think that's what everyone cares about. Do you like watching them perform? Hell yeah. Do I like John Jones? No. Do I like John Jones fighting? Yes, please. Let's give it, you know, give me more. So he's got, obviously, he's looking for the highlight reel. That's what he wants. He's already said, why am I taking higher ranked opponents for the same money? Give me more money. I'll take more, higher ranked opponents. That's why he's fighting Paiva. Because you might be wondering, why on earth is he fighting this guy? He's just beaten Thomas Almeida. Hello. And Chris Moutinho was a step in, so you know that wasn't a scheduled fight. You know, before that he fought Marlon Vera, who's now just finished Frankie Edgar with the front kick of the century. So before that, Eddie Wineland one-punched him. He got that highlight reel there where he went for the uppercut, came over the top. It was beautiful. I don't know how Paiva's going to win this. He's not going to out-wrestle. The length, right, let's start with the reach and the length advantage for Sean O'Malley in this. Sean O'Malley is going to have him at arm's length like a cartoon, you know, got your head in my hand. He's going to be swinging and missing. It's that long. You know, Paiva's got decent wrestling, to be honest. He could go for a takedown in this, but if Sean O'Malley gets taken down in this fight, Sean O'Malley is going to choke him unconscious. if they remain standing, Sean O'Malley is going to go highlight reel finish against Paiva. It's a great thing for Paiva if he can do what Chris Matinha did, which is sad to say, but survive. Make it a dogfight, because you will go up in the stocks. You might get another contract because you're entertaining. You might get more followers on Instagram, which, you know, you might get more opportunity for more money somewhere, more sponsorship, whatever. That's the luxury in fighting Sean O'Malley. The negative part is you're not at the level he is, and he's not fighting people he should be fighting. He's at a rank 10 to 5 level in my head. He is just below the Marlon Vera level. Arguably Marlon Vera level, you can argue it. He shouldn't be fighting someone like Paiva at this moment. But the UFC, you know, this is how they're doing it. You know, you've got that guy that you want to market. Sean is that guy. He does sell. He's normally the first on a main card to bring the people in, or the last on a prelim, the featured prelim that is. So for me, wherever this fight goes, Sean O'Malley has his number. I think he's going to be very cocky. He's going to be taunting a lot, like he was in the Chris Matinha fight with the dribbling of a basketball to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. The 4-5 piece combinations, not the 1-2s. He's doing 4-5-6. He's hitting you with everything. And I think he's going to be a bit annoyed that he didn't knock Chris Matinha out in the last one. So I think he's going to want an absolute execution in this fight. I would bet the house on a Sean O'Malley knockout finish. That's just me. Because I don't think you're going to get any money back just for betting Sean O'Malley in this one. So for me, Sean O'Malley has this fight in the bag, to be honest. I think he's picking his opponents almost by saying, I'm not fighting anyone higher. You're not going to cut me, I'm too good. The UFC don't want to cut him. You know, since he was on the Contender Series, that one clip on the Contender Series just blew up, you know. So I'd love to hear if anyone disagrees with this, because I reckon there's not many of you that will. I think whether you disagree with my analysis of it is different, but the result, I think 99% of you are going to say Sean O'Malley as well. Let me know though, guys, if you do disagree. Leave the comment below. Let's get the discussions going. Share the video around, guys. Remember, share, share, share. More shares the better. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Like the video. We'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.